Hey everyone, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee. Thank you so much for listening. We couldn't do this without the support of Ondium. It's a national on-demand staffing platform for dental professionals.
You can earn PTO, you can get medical benefits, and you don't have to mess with those crazy 1099s. So check out Ondium in our link below.
You know what annoys me is a pet peeve of mine?
Yes? No? I mean, tell me.
When people say, well, first off, people that have pet peeves kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
And when people respond to stuff with like Mmmkay, like just the
like a sassy
M's, yeah,
like
and
a sassy.
And I'm like, damn, you have to be a virtual douche too. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough that you suck as a human in real life. Now just online, you can't even be polite online where I don't even have to look at your face. Now I have to imagine your stupid face.
You go, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like the attitude comes through. You're like, it's
Yeah.
not even a real word. But I don't know. Am I being too picky?
Okay, I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off by saying that I'm slightly more irritable today.
You are.
Than I've ever been. And it's because of my new way that I'm eating.
Oh.
I'm sacrificing all happiness and joy for the sake of my health. And it's really...
Why can't McDonald's be healthy?
Here's the thing, dude. It's I was upset with myself with the weight situation. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay.
And I go, I'm done. I got to do something about it. I'm done. I don't feel good. I'm moving slow. I'm lethargic. I already had some major health things a couple years ago, and I'm not trying to go down that road again. And it's not. Here's the thing. It's not 100% out of control. It's snacking after dinner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Desserts.
But you're up really late though, too.
And then I'm poking around the kitchen, and it's you know, you just make stupid decisions, and I'll sneak a donut here if I go get a coffee. You know what I mean? Just little things here, stuff that I don't need, and it's killing me, bro. It's killing me. So I've been doing a lot of research about it, and I cut my calories way down, and I'm doing okay with it. And I'm not starving. I'm not like, political protest fasting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going on a starvation. I'm not trying to starve myself. But I needed to do something drastic, and it's just a number of calories in versus calories out. If you burn 2,800 calories, but you eat 4,000, you have a surplus, and it starts packing on. So Anyway, so make a long story short, I'm I talked to Elijah about it, and and Dr. Anissa Holmes, who we've had on the show before, posted things at hard 75. I'm on day 8 or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And she seems like an athlete or a fit person anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Elijah goes, listen, dude, why don't we do hard 75 too? And I'm like, how about we do like a semi-easy, like 12?
They have a soft 75. They do. It's a thing.
And
there's a girl at work that's doing it.
I was just being dumb and trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And then, and this was maybe a couple weeks ago. And then I reached out, I said, dude, man, I'm done. And I gave him my weight number. I go, I'll do it with you, bro, but I need accountability. I need you know what I mean? And he's like, let's do it. So we're both eating super healthy. And, so I'm not letting that be an excuse to my friends and family.
Yeah.
But strangers beware. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Salads make me sad. I've always said that.
Yeah, we went to a place called Huey Magoo's. Do you know what that is?
No.
And you know what Zaxby's is?
I've heard of that.
It's like a chicken place, chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So this place has like chicken tenders, and you can get them fried, and you can get them grilled. I always get the grilled ones anyway, right?
Yeah.
Prefer the fried. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I get the grilled ones anyway.
Right.
And then, but it comes with this nice sauce on it and fries, like a large thing of fries.
Yeah.
And then, so last night I got a salad with like a vinaigrette, and vinaigrette means sadness and depression in French. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I know French. That's true.
And I mean, it's
edible. It's just like oil and vinegar. That's it.
And balsamic vinegar. I don't know. I don't know what balsamic is. It sounds like something. It sounds volcanic. It's like sounds like
it comes from a tree.
Tastes like wood.
Balsam.
Yeah. Balsam wood. So anyway, that's where my mind's at. But I'll say this: my sugar cravings are down because I'm not having any. You ever I'll have one cookie. Next thing you know, you're starving and you'll eat the whole bag.
It's because it's crack.
It is. It really is.
You watched that? It's called Fed Up. It was on Netflix, I guess, and it was talking about how, sugar stimulates the same brain parts as cocaine and stuff. So it's addictive. And let me tell you, when I gave it all up, at first, it's okay. I did well. I was motivated. I had a very good reason for doing it because we were doing IVF and I wanted to be really healthy. But when I started snacking a little bit more after we were done with IVF, sugar is addictive. It is so addictive. Like, I'll go in, we get these salted chocolate covered almonds or something at Aldi, and I'll go in and I'll be like, I'm just going to have like 3 just to get the little sweet tooth taken care of.
Take the edge off.
And then I'm right back getting more. And I feel like once you go over the edge, it's like.
That's the alcohol equivalent. Like, oh yeah, I'll just stop for a beer. And then next thing you know, you wake up and it's 6:30 a.m. and you're in your back seat, and you don't know where your shoes are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the same. I would just go in too deep, bro. I would lose my mind, like an addict with snacks and just bullshit. And I was like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. So I have to just sort of put myself like in a food jail, and it's something I need to do, bro. Because I was really I don't want to say getting scared, because everything is okay,
right?
But I'm not. I just wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I'm not really messing with the scale much. I know I feel a little bit better.
Right. And, and it happens fast, I feel like. When you cut it off right there within a few days, I feel like my body starts feeling a little better. But we didn't intro. We're doing episode 179. Unless you can get that intro that we did.
I know, Dan, it pisses me off.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, we had a pretty decent intro about Cindy was choking to death on
my coffee.
How did you choke?
I don't know. My esophagus, the little flipper, what's that called?
The epiglottis.
Yeah, the epiglottis. I feel like it's lazy. I got a lazy epiglottis. It's happened a few times in the last couple of weeks. I've just been drinking and then and I started choking on water.
I'll be your epiglottis, and you go, all right, here, let me take a sip of coffee. All right, so okay. I'm open. I'm breathing. All right,
yep. Chug, chug, chug. Yep, this is good. This is good.
Hey,
yep,
Is that coffee? Is that a liquid? Should I shut down? I'm being fat and lazy. Oh, I overslept. Speaking of oversleeping, dude, I apologize.
Oh, it's okay.
I set my alarm for 8:30 my time, right? I was like, yo, that's plenty enough time. Get up, brush my teeth, boom, grab me a nice cup of Joe, and I'll be there waiting for it. And, dude, I hit off.
Yeah,
instead of snooze.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
And I wake up and I'm like, and it was one of those things where I'm like,
oh my gosh.
And I was like,
you've done that before.
And it's such a stressful thing.
Yeah.
But I was up late, and anyway, no excuses. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Life goes on, buddy. So what has been happening? So I'm expecting a low key weekend for you because you just got back from Vegas and all that. So what are your plans?
Actually, nothing. We're just chilling. I think it's Easter on Sunday, right?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. I always watch Passion of the Christ. I think it's a little bit of a tradition. And I don't know, like if you're Christian and you watch that movie, if you're not bawling your eyes out,
dude,
then you probably should just
that's a tough movie to watch, bro.
Yeah. Ugh.
I saw it twice.
But it's a good one. It's a good one. Mel Gibson, he's messed up a lot, but he did good with that movie.
Yeah, it's a damn. It was graphic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's whew. I don't know. It makes it kind of real. So I watch that every year, Easter, and then yeah. So happy Easter.
It took a lot of nerve to make a movie like that, though. I think.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people were a little upset with the portrayal of the Judaism part of it. But I mean, I think he tried to make it biblically accurate, that sort of thing. So I mean, I don't know.
That's a different conversation that I don't know if I.
Yeah, that stuff gets pretty heavy.
Because some people get really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really
but I'm just saying, that's what I do for Easter, because to me, that's what it means. That's,
Yeah, so. Totally, man.
But for some people, it's Easter bunnies and chocolate, and I mean, I'm not denying chocolate, so give me some of them.
I was down in the middle of the road, and then when we had the little kids, we did the Easter thing or whatever with the bunnies or whatever. But we don't celebrate a whole lot, but we do, just the commercial version of it for the babies or whatever. But everybody's good. I can't complain. I just got a gig request for the week of the dental festival that we're going to be in Nashville.
Oh.
Yeah, from a comic I haven't talked to in a couple of years. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And she's like, are you available? I was like, I can't. I'm going to be out of town. So, yeah.
Getting busy.
Yeah, but no Vegas or no traveling or nothing this week, and it feels good to sort of just be home. It's a little stressful, I tell my wife, I go, they pay me to travel, and then the shows are free,
Yeah.
Because it's stressful.
I mean, really, that's the hard part, because
just getting there.
Yeah. I agree. That's the tough part, because you're up on stage for 45 minutes, whatever.
An hour.
The rest of it is what you're getting paid for.
Yeah. It's tough, like those penthouses and those casinos and stuff. It's just tough, bro.
Yeah, it's hard to play with money and be on the top of the hotel and with a huge.
They really spoiled me. They spoiled me bad, bro.
Yeah,
because I had that green room.
Yeah.
With a whole like a whole table full of food. And I invited one of the doctor, friends that I know. He wasn't there, and so he had to come to the show, whatever. I was like, do you want to hang out in my room? I'm sitting there like an idiot by myself. And we went in there. I'm like, dude, help yourself, man. Please eat whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah, so, that's cool.
And it was kind of cool to be able to do that,
Yeah.
And I can totally get spoiled on something like that.
I know, right?
So what's anything? What do you want to talk about? Damn, I had an idea of something I wanted to talk to you about. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. Let me think. I'll tell you about Sasha, my kitty.
Oh. Okay.
So over like the last few days, I've noticed that Sasha, my cat, hopefully she doesn't hear me talking about her.
Here she comes.
She was just like fat all of a sudden. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't know. She's almost a year old. So I'm wondering if she's, just kind of filling out and plumping up. But, I call the vet and the vet's like, well, as long as she's pooping and stuff and eating, and she is. So she's a little lethargic, after you had a big meal or something, you kind of just don't want to do anything. And I feel like that's kind of how she's feeling. She wanted to go after her favorite toy. So hopefully she's all right. Oof.
She sounds like a laid-back cat,
She really is. Yeah.
So
I don't know. We'll see how she's doing in a couple days.
No.
And we're going to put our camper, the RV that it was our home for 7 months. We're going to put that on the market. So we're going to clean that up and get it ready. We went out there yesterday and there were mice in it already. Like, because I guess it's been cold, Turds. I mean, literally turds everywhere.
It's crazy how they get in, but I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a.
When you weigh an ounce, if there's a little gap, you can dip in somehow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a completely sealed environment or anything.
It's not a submarine.
Right. That would be
100% sealed. You know.
That would be bad.
Question for you: do you think instead of being in a in a camper for 6 months or whatever, could you do? Let's say all your bills are taken care of for the next month. Could you and John spend a month, 30 days underwater in a submarine?
Do I have internet?
I don't know. No. Let's say no.
Oh, shit. Shoot. I don't think John could do it because he's got to be outside a lot. I think I could do it because I would just...
Here's the thing, though. There's a hole in the bottom of it where you can just scuba out and swim around.
I think I could do that. It's not the
deep ocean. It might be like 40 feet. So
I don't want to pitch black.
Yeah. That's creepy.
Where all I see are the little electric eels and stuff that light up and that little, that big fish that has chompers and it has a little light in front of it. Like, none of that.
I think it's called an angler fish.
It's like pitch
That's a real
black.
thing, those creepy ass things.
I know. Oh. They like tempt all these, fish and stuff with the light because I guess it mimics.
Hey, what's up? What's going on over there? Is that a worm or a light? What is that? Snap. There goes your neck. Dumbass.
I feel like it's like the bug zapper. The bugs are like flying towards the light, like and then blah.
Animals.
Do you feel like a bug zapper is a good source of entertainment?
Unfortunately, I think it can be.
Man.
But you hear zap, you know what I mean? I don't have one, but I kind of want one. I did buy it's like a tennis racket. This is a piece of crap is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's a tennis racket that takes
I know what you're talking about.
like a D battery. I don't think anything takes D batteries anymore. The last thing I took a D battery that I remember is maybe 36 years ago. It was like a boombox. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it took maybe 10.
Like big old line of D batteries. Yes.
Like a pound, like 3 pounds of them, you know what I mean? And it would last maybe 3.5 hours,
Right.
So
and then you have to buy more.
You were cool as hell for about 45 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, the boombox. Remember boomboxes?
Oh, I remember. You
now,
have them on your shoulder and you're just walking around,
The rechargeable ones, and they bang. Yeah. They sound a million times better than those ever did.
Yeah. And now you got like a tiny little thing and it's like super loud. It's wireless. It's Bluetooth. Like, man, we've come a long way.
The other day, remember the gig I did on the first where I had to buy another PA speaker. Anyway, this thing's got all kinds of connections in the back, Bluetooth or whatever. So the other day I'm sitting here and I'm listening to music. I was in the home alone. I felt like that. I felt like Macaulay Culkin. I was home alone, right?
Oh yeah.
And I turned this thing up to about a 7. And the whole house was shaking. I was like,
oh my gosh.
This is awesome. You know what I mean?
Did your neighbors call the cops?
Nah, it was during the day. You know what I mean? But I know if you walked by, you could be like, yo, what is going on in there, you know? And then while it was going, this is I don't even know why I'm telling you this, right? While it was going, I had a mic hooked up to one of the other channels, right?
Yeah.
And I turned it up a little bit where it was my voice coming through. So I was doing the vocals.
The lyrics. Oh.
Through the thing. And I was doing Metallica,
oh, wow.
Chili Peppers, you know what I'm saying? Papa Roach,
Foo
dude.
Fighters?
I didn't do any of them, but I love them too. Dude, I was jamming and I was sitting here and I would sing a song and I would giggle for a second. I'm like, dude, this is so much fun right now. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Such a kid.
And I think that would be an awesome thing to do is sort of like karaoke. And then while someone's singing their butt off, you turn the music down.
And just hear their voice.
Just hear their voice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, mine would be terrible.
I get a new toy coming in. That's the last thing I'm going to say.
You and your toys.
Dude, I'm so excited. They were supposed to come in in May, like late May or something, and I got an email notification that it's coming in now. And what it is what you know. Remember last year at the festival when we had wired microphones?
Yes.
Right. And they were wired microphones, and so we had to stand. You can't be too far away from it, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Now, I have this thing that has 2 wireless microphones.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And a transmitter, a receiver. So that receiver, I can connect it to a camera. I can connect it to my phone. I can connect it to anything, really. You know what I mean? This speaker thing back here, there's an input for auxiliary, you know?
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying is, I could be at the camera recording, right? Or I have an app that will that record the front and the back camera. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we could get one of the mics on a little stick that looks like a microphone, and you could walk up to people and we could talk and no wires. We just videotape the whole time.
I like that.
If that makes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we can go around and harass people, and I think so.
That's what we do best.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with it a lot, and then because we definitely gotta shoot something while we're in Nashville.
Yeah, we do.
You know? I'm gonna be crazy busy though.
Right. We'll have to figure it out, but I think my little sister is gonna come up there too. So
That's what's up.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that's coming up in July.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. Soon.
Oh, so guess what I got?
What'd you get?
I got a pool.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, so it's in a box in the garage, but it's an 18-foot pool. And so I've been looking for one, and this one popped up on Walmart.com. It's a Coleman, but it's 18 feet by 4 feet tall. And it's huge. I mean, it's going to be huge for the two of us, but it was like $377 when all these other pools are like $500, $600, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get it. So pretty soon I'm gonna be like baking in the sun, swimming. Maybe that'll be my workout, swimming in circles around an 18-foot.
Is it oval or round?
It's circle.
How much was it? I'm not trying to be.
$377.
All right, I see an 18-foot 48 round for $488 here in this area.
It's a Walmart.
Yeah, Coleman,
yeah.
And then there's something called Power Steel. Anyway, dude, that's crazy. $500. Oh no, actually it's $374 when I click on the thing. That's bananas.
Yeah,
$400.
Pretty nice.
But let me ask you this, and in the picture it's got 7 people, like, you know, they're kids or younger folks, but that's not bad at all, dude. And if it lasts one season,
right.
You know?
And you can winterize them. Somebody was telling me there's a Facebook group for these types of swimming pools, and I was like, I guess that's cool, but weird that there's a Facebook group for it. But yeah, so I'm like, I feel like I'm a millionaire. I got a pool. I got a shop going on. Got a Bronco.
You know? Dude, that looks like crazy fun, though.
Yeah. Is it the brown, like, basket weave design?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got.
All right.
You going to get one?
Nah. We had a pool at our old house.
Yeah.
2 houses ago, I should say. It's just a major pain in the ass, so.
Is it was it one of those, or was it like one of those actual like built-in type above grounds, or what was it?
Yeah, you know, my wife and daughter were like, they wanted a real pool or whatever, and it was a major pain in the ass. And I'm talking.
What was the hardest part about it?
At the time, it had like a filter, and it didn't use chlorine; it used like peroxide.
Oh.
And I couldn't figure out the chemical. I don't know what I'm doing. I grew up poor. Man.
Right.
We never had a pool. Yeah. If you had a pool, what are you, Elvis or somebody? You know
like
what I mean?
Play in the creek.
We didn't have a
or
creek
the
either.
sewer.
We had a polluted river. Yeah, the Passaic River, dude. It's that but my brother used to fish there, and my dad.
Ooh.
They didn't eat anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But my brother caught carp there. That were maybe 2.5, 3 feet long.
Oh, they get huge.
Logs. They were huge. And my dad used to catch catfish. And I'm like, what the hell? And he would use like chopped up chicken or whatever, his bait, like just real funky stuff. And the stuff that came out of the river was crazy. But I think it led into the ocean somehow. And there's a story I read. There was a shark attack somewhere. There's some kind of shark that can swim in fresh water and salt water.
Yeah.
The bull shark,
I've heard of that. I've heard of
it.
it.
Tiger shark, I don't know what it is. One of these man-eaters, it swam in like 7, 8, 10 miles, whatever it is. And it was messing up kids in like a local river.
Wow.
That's crazy. My point is, God only knows what's in that water. I'm not going I wouldn't get in it, but it's still fun to, catch wild stuff out of it.
Wading in this dirty river and then a body floats by and you're like, that's normal.
When I was a kid, I lived in Passaic, right? And it was down the street. It was on Monroe Street, and it was a rough part of town, dude. Real rough part of town. And in hindsight, I was talking to my son the other day. I was like, dude, I was surprised I'm not like some criminal. You know what I mean?
A gangster.
Yeah, just a troublemaker. You know what I mean? Because it was there. That was the environment, dude.
Right.
And the fact that my mom whipped us out of prison, literally. You know what I'm saying? And raised us right, I guess. You know what I mean? And because none of us we're all good dudes, and you know what I mean. It was it was easy to be bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right, yeah, because that's what you're growing up around and stuff, and that's what you see. Yeah,
it was definitely the environment, and I don't even.
And you turned out to be a dental hygienist.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
Man, and it's funny, really, but it's so not what that neighborhood produces that it's
right.
You know what I mean? I really am kind
Joey, of like he's in jail. Ricky, he's a mobster. Stanley is a mercenary, and Carlos is a dental hygienist.
It's ridiculous, man. And that was a wild neighborhood, dude. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, I mean, what sucks about growing up in a place like that where it's like you're kind of scared all the time.
Yeah.
I don't say scared is probably not the right word, but super cautious. You're
always
looking
alert.
Around corners. You don't walk in your alleys.
You never know where somebody's lurking.
And it was just that's a rough way to live, dude. You know what I mean? And I'm still a little cautious like that. Like I'm.
Yeah.
If I'm with a group, I make sure everybody gets in the cab, and I double check my doors, and it's kind of like just a life. I'm super secure. I don't leave stuff in the car where people can see it. I take it with me, or I don't bring. So I don't know. It affects you like to the core. The people that tell me, when I was a kid, we didn't even lock the doors. I'm like, what? What are you out of your mind?
We locked all 4 locks. What are you talking about?
And we did have like 4 locks on the door. I mean, it was bananas and a thing like a special metal stick that lock because you never know what's going on. Anyway, true. I don't know how we.
They say that if you that if you have that kind of you're always in the fight or flight type. It definitely affects how your brain forms even. So it sticks with you for a long time.
Yeah, and you got to be a little It does affect you, and everyone is, I don't say a tough guy, but everybody has to appear like they're a tough guy and not show any fear and.
Yeah, because then you get picked on. Yeah. I hear it's the same in prison, but. I don't know. Damn,
that's you might have something there. That's crazy, dude. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but it is what it is. So I didn't want that same environment for my kids, and now they they both hate me. Yeah. So it's all good. No, it's not that bad.
They don't know what they have.
I went out to pho the other night with my daughter and her family.
Pho.
Fee fi fo fum.
Yeah.
And I was like, I already had like a little veggie thing and a little bit of, a couple pieces of chicken and stuff. And they were like, I'm like, will you guys go eat dinner? And they were like, no, we want you to join us. And I was like, I'm not going to go. I drove all the way out there. So we go out to the place and I'm playing with the grandbaby. And everybody orders the soup, the pho, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go, listen, no noodles. She's like, what? I go, she's like, they're rice noodles. I don't care what they are. I don't want them, just the broth and a couple slices of that steak or whatever they put in there, dude.
Yeah.
And then I seasoned it up with that rooster sauce. You know what I'm talking about?
I've never been there.
Sriracha?
Oh, yeah, sriracha. Yeah, I know sriracha.
The rooster sauce, I call it. Oh. And because it has a rooster on the bottle.
I don't remember.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the rooster.
Handful of green bean sprouts, some basil, some cilantro, dude, and it was spicy and delicious. And it was just a broth. And
yeah, I like that.
That can't be
That'd
fat.
be good.
All right.
I mean, I guess
might have a little bit of sodium, but that's about. Dude, it was so good. And I'm like, I think I'm good. I can live like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll get to my target weight. And do you want to know what the target is?
Sure.
100 pounds in a year.
Oh, yeah.
So, by next Easter.
All right.
Yeah. So.
If I lost, let me see. If I lost 100 pounds.
Because that would put me in
that would be bad.
totally different. In a totally different realm. You know what I mean? One I haven't been in 20 years, and I think I think it'll be good. And then I think once you get there, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy to maintain. I'll just go into a maintenance type of thing,
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. So now that I've said it publicly, let's see what happens.
Right. We will see what happens. Well, I feel like stuff like that. Like when we were trying to get out of debt, that was a big accomplishment. So I made a little poster, and I had the red dial. So as we paid off more debt, I would color in the red. So yeah, you should do something like that. So you see it every day, and motivate yourself. That's what I think.
Like I know I'm probably gonna have to buy all new clothes.
Yeah, but that's a happy problem.
But the motivator for me was I can't find anything that looks good, that I'm happy with,
Right.
I look clean and professional, but I'm still not even professional. I feel like I just let myself go, and I just wasn't happy with my appearance, And I was like, all right, this is at the limit. If I get any fatter, it's just going to be just more gross, And I'm like, all right, I'm done. And I want to see the babies grow up, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. Seriously, that's That's a motivator.
That's really my main motivator. It's a main motivator. I want to see them all grow up, graduate high school, and maybe even get married. But yeah, so that means I got to keep working and living and breathing air.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, so.
You can do it. Especially if you got Elijah, your buddy, your 75 buddy.
Yeah, so it's kind of like an unofficial contest, But I don't want to say contest, but we're keeping each other accountable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to keep each other in check. Yeah. It's easier with somebody, so yeah.
My daughter goes, I told you about a month ago. She goes, hey, listen, after I have this baby, in August, do you want to try to lose weight together? And I told her the other day that I was telling people that she said that, and I'm like, how rude is that? She's assuming that I'm still gonna be fat by August. You know what I mean? So, and she's like, bro,
Like, but maybe I'll be skinny by then. Thank you very much.
I don't want to call you fat, Dad, but
Yeah. John's been trying to get me to eat salads, and I'm like, salads make me sad.
Dude,
so the other night, what?
Just eat them.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're good. I like them. But the other night, he made a salad, and I was like, I just grabbed some other stuff with it. And I was like, you want some of this? And he's like, no.
What's your poison? What's like your you go, damn, I can't resist that. Mine is like nice meat, like barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, and like I love fried chicken, but I don't do it hardly ever because it's just not good. You know what I mean?
I
Not
feel
good
like
for me.
mine's.
But I enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I feel like mine is. John makes jambalaya and it's amazing. So there's that. And then I'm just a snacker. Like I like chips and ice cream and that kind of stuff that's just not so good for you.
I was watching a thing on calories. I was been doing a lot of research because I'm trying to be scientific about it, right?
Yeah.
It's depressing how much it's effing depressing how many calories are in ice cream and a sack of chips, cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Like the guy was talking. He goes, all right, 200 calories, right? And he had a plate, and he had 3 Oreos. He goes, nobody I know eats 3. Dude, I can eat 3 Oreos at once. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? And then Brian Regan, comic. I've never met him. I've met him, but I never worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
Clean comic, super funny. He had a bit one time. And he goes, you ever seen the serving size? Fig Newtons? He goes, 2 cookies. Who the hell eats 2 cookies?
And that's a big old package of them, too. There's a lot.
I eat them by the sleeve. I just rip the plastic open. I'm like, I'm like a Fig Newton wood
I feel
chipper.
like that's kind of normal.
Yeah. And then he goes, serving size of ice cream. You ever look at the serving size? He goes, half a cup. He's like, who eats half a cup of ice cream? He's like, you know what my serving size is? When I hear the spoon hit the bottom of the thing.
That's
my serving size. And I'm like, bro, dude.
Ugh. You know what I've been doing? Or used to do it too, when I was trying to lose weight way back when. It's a roller coaster. I think back, I lost 50 pounds. I gained it back. It's just crazy. But I would take I would take a tub of Cool Whip, and I would do the light one, so it's not as many calories or whatever, and I'd put that in the freezer. And then I would eat a spoonful of that, kind of like ice cream, because it tastes good, and it's sweet, but it has way less calories than ice cream. So there you go.
Oh, man.
You're welcome.
I know we always talk about food in movies.
We do.
Man, but I think food is it's a double-edged sword, man.
Yeah,
and I'm
you
envious
have to
of
have
people.
it.
I'm envious of people that can just eat a normal amount and walk on, take 2 bites and walk off. I don't understand how that works. You know what I mean?
I don't know either. I don't know. I don't get it.
I hate people.
I'm like, I have to lick the plate, eat the crumbs off the plate. Seriously, after dinner sometimes I'll collect John's plate and I'll look at it and I'll be like, he didn't eat all this? And it's just crumbs.
What are you out of your mind? What is this,
I'm like, he grew up with a big family too, and I'm sitting here going, in my family, there was nothing left. Nothing. But, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this is a self-improvement episode,
I think we have one every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been working out every morning. I'll get on the elliptical. I take, the weekend off, but I'll get on the elliptical for a little while. And then I'm in a step challenge, so I've been hitting all my goals with that. If I could get my food under control, I think I'd be losing some weight. Oh, and get this, I went and saw my oncologist the other day, and for a follow-up, and he was saying, my hernia's back. So we were talking about that, and he said, the guy that does the surgery, he's booked out, a few months, and then all of a sudden he goes, and that'll give you time to lose weight. We didn't say anything about my weight before that. And it was just it smacked me in the face. His words smacked me in the face. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because that was my plan. Thank you. Wow. So there you go. Thank you, Blunt Doctor. But I'm not the type that don't sugarcoat, just rip the Band-Aid off. So, I mean,
Spit
in
it
a
out.
way, I appreciate that approach,
Yeah.
But I was just not ready for it, I guess.
You got to take a step back and go, even though we may not like to hear the words, I think everyone knows what's up and where you're at,
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's coming from a good place of like, hey, this is going to help you in the long run, then,
Yeah.
Take it or don't take it. You know what I mean? And it's sort of
Yeah.
like, I think, for me, I'm not criticizing anybody, and I wish I could be 600 pounds and feel great, but I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably not.
It's not going to happen. And so, yeah, for me, it's time. I'm in my 50s. It's time to take things seriously. But I feel better, so we'll see. Yeah.
Oh, he also, because the hot flashes have been like crazy, night sweats and all that, he put me on Effexor. You ever heard of that?
Sounds a little familiar, but
yeah, it's a pretty popular antidepressant. And I was like, when he said it, I knew what it was. And he goes, but that's been shown to improve hot flashes and night sweats. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll try that. But he said it'll also help me lose weight, and then it also helps with moods. Because, I think with the hormone changes and stuff from the hysterectomy, I have been on the other side of the happiness scale. So the last few days I've been kind of like feeling pretty good. So I'm wondering, if that's kind of getting me where I should be, mentally. But hopefully it helps me lose weight too.
I got you.
And stops the night sweats because they wake me up. It's so bad. It's gross. But anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't even imagine what that's like, dude. But for the most part, it looks like you're handling it well. So
yeah, it's very intense. I had one earlier in the recording when I went like this and I was like wiping my forehead. I literally have sweat that. Imagine. Let me think. Imagine stepping onto a giant grill that's been, charcoal and stuff, the heat's rising. Imagine stepping into that.
It's like you're walking onto a grill. That sounds
yes.
horrible.
And
or
then you
sauna?
jump into yeah, I guess, but a very intense sauna. Like it doesn't build up, it's just bam.
Boom.
And then you jump into snow and start making snow angels, because after that I'm freezing cold. So I've never been one to have blankets at night. I've always been a sheet over me and that's it. And now I have 2 blankets every night until I have a hot flash, and then I kick them off, and then after it's done, blankets back on.
Yeah, it sounds like it sucks.
It does.
Almost as bad as salads, but
gosh, that's a hard decision there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, we should wrap it up because
you read my mind.
Acting up today, so
technical crap. Yeah. So this was episode 179, and happy Easter. People won't hear this until after Easter, but we hope you had a good one.
Yes. Yeah, guys, thanks so much. Please check out the all our links and our
social
website
media,
and
all that
and
stuff.
and social media, and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you
Yes.
have any questions or you want to just reach out and say hey or tell us we suck or whatever, offyourflosser@gmail.com. Have at it. Send them, fire away.
Fire away.
On that note, have a great Easter. And
Yes.
Go floss yourselves.
Yes. Go floss yourselves.
Peace. Later.